friends. I am going to do a little experimenting with some low-carb veggie pizza. This is a lot like I used to make before I had gastric bypass surgery, but I'm making kind of more of a fathead dough type crust versus the like crescent rolls that I used to use. I used to just roll up crescent rolls and bake that and make that into my crust. And then I gotta look at the recipe, but it's like, I don't remember, it's cream cheese or whatever that goes on top. And then you put like broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, radishes, that kind of stuff on top of that, and some cheese, and I am throwing almond flour everywhere. So right now I'm working on the crust. This is, oh my god, for real, almond flour everywhere. This is going to be kind of like a fathead dough crust. It's something that I have been using frequently for a lot of stuff when I don't feel like putting forth quite as much effort as fathead dough requires. It's really not that different. I take like 2 cups of mozzarella cheese, melt it in the microwave until it gets like that. And then I add, if I want to, I'll add some baking powder to it. I want this to puff up a little bit. And then almond flour. With fathead dough, you add an egg and cream cheese along with that. I mean, you can, and I still could. I just feel like it takes so much longer to add that extra stuff in. So, and this works just fine. I have been using this recipe to make myself keto tortilla chips lately, which is literally, I don't use the baking powder on that because I don't want them to fluff up. I just want those to get flat and crispy. So for that, I've literally just been using mozzarella cheese and the almond flour. You could use coconut flour if you wanted. My son has a nut allergy, but he is 21, almost 22, and he doesn't live at home. So I don't need to worry about that unless he's here. So tonight we are using almond flour, baking powder, because like I said, I want it to puff up a little bit. I want it to be a little bit like the crescent roll crust. And mozzarella cheese. And I'm just using my rolling pin. I've got 2 pieces of parchment paper here, and I'm just rolling it out, trying to make it fit all the way across. I don't think I'm going to quite get it all the way across. I could make a little bit more of this if I wanted to. I'm undecided. I might. Yeah. So I'm going to make a little bit more, throw a little more cheese and stuff in the microwave, and finish covering this entire cookie sheet, and then I'll show you what the crust looks like. So give me a second. Alright, I added to my crust here. It's not pretty, it looks like a Frankenstein crust, but whatever, nobody's going to see the crust. We're only going to eat it, and only it tastes good. So, on the crust, I took a fork, poked a few holes in it so it doesn't blow up too hot. Then I'll put a little salt, because I like salt. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this garlic. I'm going to sprinkle that ever so lightly over the top to help with some flavor. And then I'm going to throw this crust in the oven for about 10 minutes at 350, and then after 10 minutes I will check it and see if it's browned just enough. I just want a light brown. I don't want it to be brown. Just a nice light fluffy crust with a little bit of brown to it. And yeah, after 10 minutes I'll check on it, and I'll just keep checking it every few minutes until it's the right color that I want it to be or whatever. And I'll show you guys what it looks like when I have it the right color. So, alright, I just took the crust out of the oven. This is what it looks like. So while the crust is cooling, I'm going to work on the top, the cream cheese top that goes on there. So I've got some cream cheese in here. You're supposed to use 2 bricks of cream cheese. I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to use some of this because I have a bunch of this left over, and I want to get rid of it before it goes bad. So I'm going to mix this with the cream cheese, 3 tablespoons of sour cream, ranch dressing, and a little bit of dill. And then when the crust is cool, I will spread that on top of it. All right, so Crust is still cooling. I made the topping for it, the sour cream and the cream cheese, ranch, dill, that's all in here and mixed up. Now on top of that, when everything's cooled down, I'm going to start putting some of these. These are packets that we got from the school lunches that the kids have not been eating. 3 kids, 5 lunches a week, that adds up pretty quick. So I'm going to chop up all of these vegetables, and then when this is cool, I'll put the cream cheese on top, and I'll put the vegetables on top, and then it'll be ready. I've tasted the cream cheese. It tastes awesome. It's exactly like it was when I used to make it with the croissant rolls, so I'm hoping that this crust is good enough. It should be. I think it will be. I'm excited. This is going to be good. So I will show you guys when I have it. There's peach behind me. I will show you guys when I have it all assembled what it looks like. What it looks like. So I thought of something. That was a horrible noise. Thought of something while I was cutting up all these vegetables. This is kind of a moderate, but not necessarily a high protein meal. It is higher protein because there's cheese and almond flour in the crust versus using the crescent roll crust. There's obviously protein because of the cream cheese that's in it. But that was kind of it. So I thought, and this is something I do frequently, I've got a little jug here that I have of unflavored protein powder. Fill that scoop up, girl. What are you doing? So I'm going to put a scoop of the unflavored protein powder into the cream cheese and mix it in. It won't change the texture or the flavor at all, and it adds about 20 grams of protein to the entire recipe. So, yeah. Figure out a way to fit extra protein in anywhere you can, and sneak it in with protein powder. I don't care. That's fine. It works. And there's a peach behind me again. So yeah, this is pretty cool. It feels pretty decent now. I'm going to mix this all up in with my sauce, or whatever you want to call it, and put it all together, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all assembled. And I'm super excited to eat supper. Okay, friends, there is the finished product. I made this little strip here with just broccoli and cauliflower. My husband is very strict keto, so the carrots are a little too high in carbs for him. I really don't care, but he might care, so I left this part here. If he wants to eat it where there's no carrots, there's that part right there. So, I'm excited. This looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. So, as soon as he's done outside, we will eat this, and I will let you guys know how it tastes. I forgot the most important part. I forgot the cheese.
Cheese. And I'm cutting carrots.
Okay, very carefully cut carrots. All right, I'm putting the cheese on. God, I can't believe I forgot the cheese. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Don't forget about the carrots.
All right, so supper's over, and I'm outside again doing some chores and turning off the water for the bulls. The veggie pizza was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I think we all agreed that it tastes just like it did before, when we used to eat it a lot before I had surgery and before my husband switched to keto. It tasted delicious. And yeah, I fully support making it with that crust. Anyway, thank you for watching. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, share. I will leave all of the information down below. Yeah, I hope you try it and enjoy this low-carb veggie pizza. It's 1 net carb per slice of pizza. And there's like 16 slices worth in this recipe that I made. And I ate 3, and let me tell you, I am full. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.